Hello everyone, it's Tim of Broken Dice bringing another little channel update. Got some more of my Persian army done. Well, one more unit, let's just say. About 15 guys here for just kind of some unarmored spearmen with the large shields and stuff. Now, what I do with these guys is I put two on, actually I put four on a 50 base, four on a 50 by 50 base. But normally what I do is I'll cut that base in half and make it 25 by 50s. And then that way, if at some point in the time or the other I want to make a big sparrow borrow unit out of it, which is with the archers and the spearmen in the front, I can do that as well. Um, yeah, a lot of my Vallejo paints and some washes, and I had originally done these guys with much darker skin tones, and it was pointed out to me that they looked more sub-Saharan African than Persian. And I thought, well, I thought, well, what difference does it make? Well, when I set the unit down with the rest of the army, I didn't think it would stand out that much. It did dramatically. So I went back and touched them up, their faces and hands and stuff, and um, made them a little bit more olive colored, gave them a little flesh wash and stuff. Yeah, they blend in with the rest of the Persian troops much better. Now, when I go to do some of that stuff, I figured out the skin tone I want to use. That's funny. I did figure out how I wanted to do that skin tone. Um, Looking for one thing, find something else. Anyway, yeah, these guys are all right. I didn't. I This is one of those things where I think I did too much on the unit itself. If you look at all the stripes and the dots and stuff from a distance, it it's got that kind of Persian look to it, where it's got a lot of patterns and stuff. But when you see it on film and up close like this, it's like, okay, I can uh, I can see what I was going for. But I think what I did was I went a little bit too far in trying to add too many stripes and too much um, I don't know, detail in it on something you're really not going to see because of the shield. I mean, I could have done away with doing the pants. Just do the upper part of their it's not what you could their jacket, let's just say, and that would have saved me some time, which I might do on this next unit because I'm making another unit that's gonna have a different color scheme, but basically armed the same way. Um, yeah, it just something just saves a little time for something that you're really not going to see. And I don't think it's too odd for them to have, maybe a jacket with all the stuff on it and then their pants be a solid color. I don't think that's going to be that big of a deal. But yeah, I put my commander, I got the three command models for the unit on, I put three of those guys on a 50. These are Victrix miniatures. And if you know anything about Victrix, they're fairly robust miniatures, which I really like. But it does kind of change the basing a little bit. When you try to slab four of these guys on a 40, it just doesn't work. It's I mean, let me clarify. It does work. You can do it. It's just that it just looks so cramped. And I'm kind of lazy. I like basing my guys on the base I'm going to be using. So here I can put two on a 25 by 50 with this big shield, and you know, I can put it in my little holder to paint. I can paint each guy individually and still have enough room to get to the guy next to him to do them. Um, yeah, it's just I don't know. I just think it's the models are the scale creep, and not so much the height, but it's more of the girth and the arms and the way things, the dynamic poses and stuff, you really have a hard time putting them on smaller bases. So I always go with a little bit bigger base. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Hope all your projects are going well. I got another unit of this on my painting table. I've had to bring these guys out. I couldn't really do the video on the painting table because I got terrain pieces on for my epic size scale game a buddy and I have been doing in ACW. I've got the Napoleonic stuff, so some of that terrain is stuff like the hedges and the little trees and stuff. I'm working on some of that stuff. I'm going to take some of those over to his house because I got way too many when I purchased them. So that brings us to the end of this video. Hope all your projects are going well. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you next time.